Hi everyone, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. Hope you are well. Today we're going to do a really fun and very low glue project from my friend and designer Lori Whitlock. It is a little treat box. This one here. She has a couple of different designs. I chose this one, but it's a treat box that it folds out, but it doesn't get glued. And the only place where actually, and I'm going to show you how to put this together without using any glue. The only place that you really do need the glue, if you want it, is this acetate that is sitting in the back and holding whatever happens to be in this box inside of the box. And I'm going to show you how to adhere that to the inside of the cover. But what is this acetate? A lot of people are going around looking for this at like Amazon and different places. I'm going to tell you a secret. This is the protective cutting, the cover from a Cricut mat, which we all use. And so when I get a brand new mat, I be honest, I don't replace the cover from the mat, but I do keep the cover because there's a couple of really great projects, including this floating Christmas ornament that I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to show you how to do that with this mat cover, So I used that mat cover for this particular project. So let's get down to super simple project, and I want to show you just how quickly it goes together. So we're putting together this really cute and low glue project from Lori Whitlock. It's a box. It's a treat box that has a bottom that does not need to be glued together because it folds like this, and then a top that I'll show you how to fold it. It has the correct all of the scoring on there and little tabs on the inside, so it can show you how to put it together. I call it low glue because there is some glue involved in this, and that is so that you can adhere this acetate to the inside back of this box. I know a lot of people go out and they purchase acetate at like Amazon or something like that, and I've actually done that too, but hey, why not use something you already have, and that is the cover to your Cricut mat. In fact, if you have a brand new mat, it just leave the cover on there and put it through your machine. You select the mat cover, custom mat cover, and it will cut it right there, and then you just peel off the rest of, just like you would any other cut, and you've got yourself some really awesome background. And again, you don't have to use the acetate. I think it looks really cool, because then let's say if you put, I don't know, Halloween, what do you call those, candy corns, or something that looks festive, like a big old chocolate chip cookie with like the autumn color M&Ms or something. You can see through that in the box, and oh boy, that would be so much fun. The other thing that I wanted to mention here is that Lori gives you this little embellishment. It's like a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, and I cut it out in glitter. You get real close so you can see that. It's really cute. You don't have to put that in there. I think it really does add to the charm of the project. But this is simple. This is a simple project that if you're kind of like me and you like to bake and do different things for all seasons and bring them into your office friends, and they're always, what'd you bake this time? This is a great way to show it off. Really, it's just a couple of sheets of paper. You've got this, which I chose a bunch of different pattern paper. Here, I'll show you this one. Happy Halloween. You can get these sort of pattern paper that's white on one side and patterned on the other. You can get these often this time of year at Michael's, so you don't have to go searching terribly far for something like this. They usually sell them in a pad, but it's about an 8-inch size circle that's cut out and then folded. And the way that it's folded is that it has like a fold here. You kind of pinch those in. You don't need to glue these, which is kind of cool. You just have to put it that way. And you can cut them all out in all these wonderful different, let me show you what else I cut out. Ooh, that's kind of cool. And this one here with the webs. So there's all sorts of great options here to put this one here. Let me show you this one. This one is glitter. And this polka dot. So you have a lot of great options for the bottom of the container. Now the top of the container ends up being just the 2 pieces. This is the cutout piece. And I did it in black because I thought that it looked good. I suppose I could try it in a different color if I wanted to. But and here is our acetate from the mat, from the cutting mat. So what we're going to do, and this is why I call it low glue and not no glue, is we're going to put a few little droplets of glue around the edge of the box. Get in tight, okay? And I do also I don't put a ton, really don't want a ton, okay? Because the glue has to dry and it will be kind of slippery because it's going against the acetate. Remember, it's not going to be absorbed by the paper, which is what often happens with glue. And then just place it over. You see how the glue sort of separates there. And you're going to gently make sure it's adhered to the back of the cover piece, just like that. And you may want to give this a little bit of time to dry. It will take a little bit longer, but you can go ahead and cut these all out. I do things, I'm like a little bit of a factory worker. I cut everything out first, and then I assemble certain pieces, and then later on come back and make the final assembly. That's okay to do it that way if that's something that you like to do. So let's pretend that's what we did, and now I have these covers, and we're going to fold them all at the score lines, and we're going to bring up the sides. And there are these little like arms, you know, tabs, and then you got this side, and all you're going to do is bring it up and around and inside this little cutout, you see? And not only does it hold the sides of the box cover together, I'll show you this, it also doubles the side of the box. It gives it a little more weight. Let me show you that again, okay? So here is our cover with the acetate put into it. We're going to start with the top, the longer of each side. Fold in those little arms and bring up the side piece. And you're basically putting the arms in between those pieces and make sure that tab is caught there. Isn't that simple? And really so low glue. And then the only other thing, well, actually I don't want to say the only other thing, there's 2 more things. One is you fold up this box bottom as we had done and put the cover right on there. There we go. And there it is. You're almost done. The only other thing is an embellishment, which is, it's 2 layers of yellow glitter and orange glitter that I cut out with my Cricut, of course. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue behind that pumpkin And I think it looks really cute right about here. You can play with placement, of course. There you go. You could even put that on before you assemble the top if you want to make sure that it's going to stick. I got glue on my finger here. And that is all that there is to it. Isn't that adorable? It's just, I am making a pile of them so that I can give them, filled with treats, of course. I can give them to my friends, or perhaps I'll give them to my son's classroom. I'm not really sure yet, but just really cute, very quick to go together, and very little work, very little glue. So that is our really adorable low glue Halloween treat box. As I mentioned, this is a Lori Whitlock design. You can find all of her designs at shop.loriwhitlock.com. This one, I call it low glue, as I mentioned, call it low glue because I do put this acetate on the inside cover, and that's just simply to keep whatever you happen to put in that little treat box there so it doesn't fall out when you go to hand them out or give them out. You don't have to put this in there, and you could also put a, you know, it doesn't have to be the acetate, it could be like a background piece as well, so keep that in mind. And let's see, I'm not really sure when you'll be watching this, but I know that every once in a while Lori does offer percentage off on her on all of her SVGs, and there is one of those sales going on right now for a couple of days where you can purchase any of her SVGs and get, I think it's 25% off. So now might be a good time for you to go and check her out. She has some pretty awesome SVGs. She's got all kinds of cards and everything. Just a really huge amount of SVGs to choose from. Can get a little overwhelming, but she doesn't sell her SVGs in kits. So, well, she does, but it's not the main substance. Her things are usually sold individually, and she does sometimes corral a few things into bundles or kits, but for the most part you can buy them individually, and the price is right, like $1 or $2. Usually I don't think I've paid over $3 for any one SVG, so I think it's really kind of a no-brainer for something like this. Anyway, that's today's video. I hope you liked it. If you aren't already a subscriber to Miss Rita to the Rescue YouTube channel, or you don't already follow my Facebook page, Miss Rita to the Rescue, or perhaps you don't read my blog at MissRitaToTheRescue.com, I am recommending that you do that you subscribe or like or follow the blog, or all three. That's up to you, but there's going to be content there, fresh content there every day, so that you can have a really wonderful holiday season. So I don't want you to miss anything. Let's see, I think that's it for right now. Thanks so much for coming today, and make it a great day.